Here with Trevor Seibert, driver of the number 69 Lake Excavating Avion Motorsports 4, to take a lap around Montreal's Circuit Gilles Villeneuve.
Okay, here we go. Do a lap, starting off at start-finish line, coming into turn 1. This is a very important corner, obviously, on the first lap, because everybody wants to gain a few positions. You got a real tight field coming into here. So what you'll find is a lot of cars are going to be cheating to the left. Typically you'll be on the right hand side where we are right now, but guys will protect the inside here. As you're running though, and you get spread out, you want to come into this corner a lot wider and get all your braking done between the straightaway and this little short chute here, and get that finished up early, because typically this corner is a little bit off camber and it goes uphill, and you get a lot of wheel spin coming up here, and it's important to get a good drive off this corner to get up the hill. If you don't and you have somebody chasing you, they might get a jump on you coming into turn 3. Turn 3 is typically not a big passing area, but you can make one here if you get that drive off the last corner. So coming up here, we got a fairly sharp right-hander. You want to get right up on the curbing, and you see guys jumping right over that and putting their tires almost on the grass, and makes it very quick through here. You got to be quite cautious of watching this wall. This wall on the right hand side has a lot of victims over the years. And windy section coming through the back here. Again, very important to be smooth through here so you don't get the car unsettled. Typically stay in the middle of the racetrack here. We don't want to get out too wide because we want to get to the right hand side of the racetrack. This is our sharpest turn to the left coming up. So we want to stay to the right early, get our braking done in a straight line here to settle the car before we turn into the left. Again, up and over the curbing here, and you want to come out of this corner very strong. So you want to have the car collected up real well coming into the corner so you can come out strong here, because it leads on to probably the second longest straightaway on the racetrack. Up through the gearbox, that's a second gear turn, up into third, and depending on gearing in the car, most likely to be up into fourth down here. Quite a quick straightaway, not the quickest one on the track, like I say, the second fastest one. Down underneath the bridge. Now one more passing zone coming up here. Cars will be diving into the right. Very tricky though, a very sharp right hand turn. So if you're on the inside, you can see by the skid marks coming in here, the corner surprises the drivers quite a bit, because it's very tight right through here and there's only room for one car. Lots of off-track excursions during the race there with cars trying to overtake other cars. Okay, onto the third longest straightaway of the racetrack, coming down into the hairpin, up into third gear, and again, depending on gearing you have selected for your race car, possibly up into fourth gear, coming down into the hairpin. Fading off to our left here, setting up for the hairpin. Again, another great opportunity for passing. Most of the passing happening on the right hand side to take the inside lane. But if you do get past here, quite often you see drivers go out very wide on the entry and then tuck into the inside early here to try and gain an advantage and get their position back going down the long straightaway. Out of the hairpin, up through the gearbox, fastest straightaway on the racetrack. Chance to maybe recollect your thoughts here a bit and see what you did wrong on the last lap. Talk to your pit, talk about how the car is running, check temperatures and stuff. This little kink in the straightaway here is a non-event. Very fast, long straightaway here. And coming up on another great opportunity for passing, probably the best one on the entire track, is coming down into the chicane. And you'll see guys working on this one all weekend to get the car set up properly for braking down here, because if you can be king of the late breakers here, it's going to be a big deal during the race. This is one place you want to be able to get in very deep, otherwise you're going to be giving up positions every time coming into the chicane. And you'll see lots of guys driving right up on the curbs here, and it's very unsettling. Across the curbs, throws the car around quite a bit, and it's quite a handful to get it collected up, right up against the wall to accelerate down onto the start-finish straightaway to finish off the lap. Again, you want to come out of that one as strong as possible there to protect this straightaway, or the passing zone is going to get you coming up on the other one in turn 1. And that's a complete lap of Montreal.